What's happening is Hoopwinedown, bringing another edition. Yo, I got some real heat coming for ya. I had to go live because I have to like erase some stuff off of my phone because I don't know. I think it's full, and I don't want to keep getting cut off in mid conversation while I'm doing the video. So it's easier for me to do Instagram Live, save it, put it on the YouTube page. So if you catch it on IG, you catch it on IG. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe on the YouTube. And I just came on here briefly to discuss the J.cole show in Madison Square Garden last night. When I tell you, packed out Madison Square Garden. The vibes was just on top, man. Everybody was enjoying themselves. He started off in the crowd, rapping the intro to, I think it's 29 on the intro. Just going in, like, you know what I'm saying? And from there, he walked through the crowd, and Cole is like he's one of them guys that his transparency with the fans, people really rock with Cole no matter what happened 2 years ago when he stepped down out the battle. It's people that still really rock with J.cole and his music. His music is just like A1. And then, and you just like through his music, you get to kind of know where he's coming from and the place that he's at. You see him like free. He move around here like he's just not a superstar. He's sometimes riding on bikes. He probably rode a bike home to wherever he had to go yesterday. You know what I'm saying? Because I know I think he has about 5 or 6 shows in New York City. He did 2 in the Barclays, and then he did 2 at Madison Square Garden, which I attended the one yesterday. And I think he has one or two in Long Island, Queens area. I think he does have one in Elmont. So, he came in there, he lit it up. So that go to show you, like, all the criticism that J.cole has faced over the past 2 years, you know what I'm saying, up until this album. It's like, he didn't really lose anything, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's why, the internet is loud. And the internet, the saying, the internet ain't a real place. Like, you still got to come outside. You still got to engage with the people. You still got to rub shoulders. You still got to get outside. Everything is just not based upon this thing here. Like, so I know a lot of opinions get passed around and to say, this, that, oh, well, he didn't show up for the battle. And look how ugly that battle went. You know what I'm saying? It was an ugly battle. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't particularly feel no way. Like, you know what I'm saying? I understand people, the sport of hip hop. You know what I'm saying? But it seemed like Cole was supposed to just move out the way and let them just go at it. But people say, well, he initiated the whole battle. I mean, I'm not saying you're wrong. Him starting the big 3 and all of that type stuff, I think that was more him trying to make everybody connect and collaborate more instead of the division that was already happening due to industry and different people. Some people got different friendships and relationships with people, and you don't know, you could have did something to somebody else, and they be like, yo, nah, we don't mess with him no more, and that type of stuff. So those type of things happen, and here nor there, he still showed up, dropped the album. I think it hit number 1 on the charts. Sold over like maybe a couple $100,000 in sales. I mean, if we still going by sales, because people are online streaming every day. So, as far as sales go, I don't even understand sales no more. But whatever. I'm come from the era where we go to the store and we go pick up the CD, we go play it, and we listen to it, throughout the day. And we don't just run to the internet to give our reviews. We kind of give it thorough listenings. Maybe I feel like for an album that come out, you gotta at least like sit with it for like a week, and before you can like come up with a conclusion or come up with your review. But to each his own. I know the internet is just everybody want to be first. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody want to be first, so it the engagements and things of that nature happens in algorithms and stuff like that. I'm just basically sharing my my experience from yesterday. He came out, he did a few songs. He did one of my favorite songs, and he said he was gonna go back. One thing before he did the song, he said he was gonna go back, and he was going to, if y'all don't know the words of the song, it's okay. You gotta pass. You know what I'm saying? And meanwhile, somebody was in front of me, and I was like, yo, you need to go back to the Friday Night Lights. I'm trying to hear a track or two from there. So, and what did he do? You know what I'm saying? The people in front of me, they looked back at me like he went to Two-Face. Two-Face, that's on the Friday Night Lights album, mixtape. And I think that was more my introduction to him. That was the Friday Night Lights mixtape was more of an introduction to him. Just hearing about him first, but not really like checking his music out. But then like that was made me like, oh wow, this is a complete like real album type shit, and this is like, I don't know when that was like 2010 maybe or something like that. So, that was in the earlier stages of his career, and to now look, you know what I'm saying? So he did that song, he did a few, he did the Get Off My, he did Safety, he did 2-6, which is one of my favorites. Safety's one of my favorite. Poor Things, I rock with Poor Thing. He did a few. He did a joint with Future, but Future didn't come out. Run a Train, that's the name of the song. He did that joint, and I'm trying to think. He did a few cuts. He did He did the Lights Please. He went back to his old catalog. Did the Lights Please. Did the Workout. Love Yours. He did the Johnny P. Caddy joint, and when he do the Johnny P. Caddy joint, I'm sure y'all I wasn't aware of of this, but I seen like a clip of it before, like maybe a few days ago, where he picked somebody out the crowd to do the verse, like of Johnny P. Caddy, the song that he did with Benny the Butcher, and he actually picked somebody out the crowd, let them rap. You know what I'm saying? So his I think like he's more like, he was walking through the crowd, he would get off the stage, and I'm like, yo, he performed maybe like 2 hours. Like it was like 2 hours. And like he did like towards the end, like, he said he's like, all right, so before we got 2 more songs left, and he said we got 2 more songs left, and then the crowd just said, boo, everybody started booing. And it was like crazy, because it's like, and I was almost booing. I was booing too. I'm like, oh, what you mean? Like, and then the crowd just was booing and shit. So It was like, damn, like this guy, he was like, yo, he's like, yo, I just gave y'all like damn near 2 hours of it. Like I finally got a drink of water, and he was right, cause he finally got a break. He was just going on and on and on after every song. So, he was like, we know that those boos coming from the right place. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't that we were booing him because, like, oh, like he messed up or yo he trash or something like that. It was really just for like him. Like we don't want you to leave. Like what you mean you got 2 songs left? So that was crazy. And then he performed after that. He did the 2 songs, and then he did the last song. I think was Quick Stop. Quick Stop was very 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 great. It was that's one of my favorite songs on the Fall Off. Overall, man, the concert I give it a 10. I had fun. I had a ball. The people there, it was just a whole vibe. You know what I'm saying? Madison Square Garden. I don't remember the last time I've been in Madison Square Garden. It's been a minute. It's been a long time that I've been in MSG. So that feeling of, just that vibe, like, it definitely was a dope connect. And one thing about J.Cole, he's more like down to earth, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can go to his show, and even if you don't know all his songs, you can still just sit there and just like zone out on his shit. Like, you know what I mean? You could just zone out on the music and just be like, yo, like, I gotta go, I want to go home and bump some of these songs because some of these songs I never heard from him, right? So all of them I heard, you know what I'm saying? But I was yelling, screaming at the top of my lungs. But overall, I give it a 10. He did his thing. He held it down. And I think he's doing a show tonight in Elmont, Long Island. So if y'all out there in Elmont, or if you're not out there, because people come from everywhere. It was people from Baltimore that came through there. It was people from Long Island that came to MSG and Westchester and Yonkers and stuff like that, because he was naming different areas, surrounding areas, Jersey, you know what I'm saying? So you going to travel, you going to see, check it out. It's worth it.